And joining me are Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. I'll tell you guys, this has become one interesting event.
Yeah, even though it's still the regular season, this is a chance to put a stake in the ground saying, hey, we're the best team in the league right now. One of these teams is going to come away with that level of confidence.
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, and roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. We take a look at the Spurs, third best record here in the early going.
And I think for San Antonio, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. Fox and Castle are their guards. And it's Cornette in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for New York, out on the perimeter, Brunson, Hart, and Bridges at the 1, 2, and 3. The 1-2 punch of Anunoby and Towns are inside for him. Now, here's Hart. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bridges kicks to Brunson. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Well, thinking back to last year, the 2024 NBA Cup Championship, the Bucks defeating the Thunder 97-81, with Giannis Antetokounmpo being named the MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, Giannis with a triple-double in that final in Vegas, but it was defense that won it from Milwaukee, holding the eventual NBA champion Thunder to just 33% from the field. OKC had just 31 points in the second half.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Left block shot on the way. Bridges misses. Fox against Brunson. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Fox drills it from outside.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Brunson with it. Guarded now by Barnes. He had a nice open look right there.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Fox. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Fox has got 5.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
And Towns gets it to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 5. Here's Castle. 5 on the clock. Back to Fox. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Castle misses.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. I wanted to know what his defensive scheme was against De'Aaron Fox, and he told me we need to limit transition opportunities because that's when he's really dangerous. Speed is one of his biggest strengths, so we need to slow the game down to our pace. Let's see if they're able to accomplish it. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. So Doris, with his diverse offensive repertoire, Karl-Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin, and the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Wembanyama comes in for Luke Cornette, and it's Johnson in for Barnes. Now, here's Hart. 12 points his last outing. Now Johnson. Inside. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Johnson.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris, it started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
That one falls for Brunson. Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Victor Wembanyama. Averaging around 26 points per, 12 rebounds, and almost 3.5 blocks. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Here's Castle. Still scoreless. Wembanyama passes to Harper. Here's Castle. Defended by Bridges. Takes a shot at the elbow. Castle misses. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Here's Bridges. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Vassell outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Towns. And he slams it down right on top of Keldon Johnson.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Now, here's Harper. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. For the three, up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Brunson finds Anunoby and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
I mean, to me, every NBA team is looking for players just like OG Anunoby. Elite defensively, can guard multiple positions, and boy, he'll give you some things offensively.
That's good from Anunoby. And when you watch OG Anunoby, what stands out most to you, Doris?
Oh, Kevin, you can't make me pick just one. I mean, this guy is elite on the defensive end of the floor. He's always going to give you great effort, and you better look out on the offensive end. OG Anunoby is starting to become a problem.
And so he makes both from the line. And here we are, the end of the line, the Cup Championship. Greg, what's the mindset like for these players right now?
You treat this like a closeout game in the postseason. No distractions, no messing around. Leave it all out on the floor, and you hope to raise a trophy at the end of the night.
Here's Castle after Mikal Bridges' bucket. To the paint. The jump hook. That one no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. And it's denied.
Great length as a guard. Harper's wingspan snuck up on the shooter.
Vassell, no good. Now the Knicks with it. They're on an 18-6 run. And here is Anunoby. Right side Towns. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 6 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Harper. 8 points his last outing. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper. Count that one.
And this is why Harper's teammates and coaches encourage him to fire from that mid-range. They know how lethal he can be.
Here's Bridges. His last outing, 16 points for him. So a moment now to see the story for Jalen Brunson.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the first one drops.
Well, Jalen Brunson plays bigger than his size. He's aggressive. He's going to go right at defenders. He doesn't care if you're bigger than he is. He will keep coming at you.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Good on both.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Castle with it. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Here's Bridges. 7 points in the game. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Harper dishes to Johnson. Castle on the wing. Oh, he jams it right over Mitchell Robinson. Wow!
An emerging part of his game. Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
To the inside. Here's Robinson. And the rejection by... Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Castle's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Smart bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
Brunson goes in. And the layup is good. And the Knicks lead by 9.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Bridges. Well, there have been a few small forwards helping their teams in all sorts of ways lately. Like this group, leading the position and rebounding the last 10 games. Keldon Johnson is 2nd.
You know, the work they do on the boards is such a big part of all these players' game. I mean, they play much bigger than the grand majority of small forwards in our league.
Yeah, this is a very physical group of players, and all with a great nose for the ball. They don't shy away from getting down low and pounding the boards with the big guys. In fact, they just thrive on it.
Here's Wembanyama. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Count that one. Wembanyama has got 6 points. So it's New York now. 7-point differential. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Harper with the ball. Brunson picks him up. Harper the pass to Champagnie. Clock at 6. From 12 feet out. And Wembanyama throws it down.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Guys?
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Wembanyama with the bucket.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now, here is Robinson. Still yet to score. Here's Brunson. San Antonio with the rebound. This their first look at this year's New York squad. Outside Harper. Pass to Johnson. Wembanyama against Robinson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
That one is off. And Greg, this one-off championship game, how does that change the strategy for these coaches?
Kevin, I think you're going to see some tighter rotations. I think the Stars play a little more, maybe a curveball game plan-wise as well. But it is also great prep for the postseason.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Johnson.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Driving to the basket. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Knicks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And he knocks down the first one.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
Biyombo is checked in for San Antonio. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Knicks leading by 6. Bridges inside. Castle covering. Yabusele finds Bridges. Back to Yabusele. And finished off by Yabusele.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Castle. He has 5. Pass to Wembanyama. The putback. It's good on the putback.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Bridges against Castle. Bridges inside. And he lays it straight in. Bridges has got 11 points.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Castle against Bridges. Now Castle. Shoots over Bridges. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 16.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Knicks. They lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone, to this NBA Cup Championship game. The second quarter is just beginning here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. Stephon Castle is out there with Harper. And it's Champagnie in at the small forward.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson, one of those spark plug guys. You know you can put him in the game, and if he's got it going, he can ignite an offense.
No good on the second free throw.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
Pass to Castle. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And what makes Castle so difficult to guard is that he keeps defenders off balance with this constant change of pace.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
This season, the percentage right around 72%, so not the kind of success he was hoping for.
The first free throw is good. And as expected, Greg, a tight start to this NBA Cup Championship game.
And these have been the best 2 teams in this cup competition. And really not much separates them thus far, but you just know a run's coming.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. New York leading by 4. Now, here's Bridges. Robinson a screen on Castle. Bridges passes to Robinson. And it goes down 2 points. Robinson's got his first points in this one.
Well, you're running your offense through Mikal Bridges, and he is making it work right now.
The offensive rebound from deep, Johnson. That one doesn't drop. New York's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Pass to Bridges. Now Clarkson. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Misses from short range. Champagnie passes to Harper. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Castle's got 4 points this quarter.
Now, that jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's Champagnie. Scoreless thus far.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. For the Knicks, Diawara's checked in, and Hart subbed in for Clarkson. The Spurs also with the sub. Bryant is checked in for Johnson. Now here is Robinson. Pass to Kolek. There's a screen by Robinson. Shot from the top of the key, and that one's good. Kolek has got his first 2 points of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Banked in off the glass. And it's a 6-point Knicks lead.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Castle. And another basket for San Antonio.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Bridges outside. Hart with the screen for Bridges. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Baseline jumper. Out left to the wing. Pass to Kolek. The 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Harper, and it's Bryant in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Bryant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Eyes in the back of his head. Pretty kick out there from Harper.
Hart with a screen on Harper. Hart outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Harper. He's got 5.
Boy, tough break there. Defense leaves him wide open. He can't get the mid-range to go. Ouch.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Clarkson, he's checked in for New York. The Spurs also with the sub. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Bryant. Here's Kolek. Clarkson right side. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Castle against Bridges. And it's Sohan missing. The Knicks leading by 6. And here is Bridges. He's got 11. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist from Bridges. Robinson's got 6.
Boy, a very quiet start, but it looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Outside Harper. Robinson against Wembanyama. Looking to end the run. The kick out to Harper. Shot clock at 3. Robinson with the block.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
Pass to Bridges. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got his 8th rebound here tonight. From 15 feet away, the Knicks pull it in.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Down low. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Bridges. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. One interesting note about tonight's game. Unlike the rest of the cup, Greg, this does not count towards the regular season standings.
Yeah, so each of these teams will play an extra game during the season, but hey, you ask these guys and they don't mind at all.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Bridges.
This guy is such a high-effort player. Mikal Bridges does everything he can to make sure he's the hardest-working guy out there.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Fox finds Castle. Barnes bounce pass. Fox against Brunson. Trying to end the drought. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Fox.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
New York moving the ball around. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. Clarkson comes in for Mikal Bridges. The Spurs also with the sub. Champagne's checked in. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Harper, he's checked in for the Spurs. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
You look at Castle, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Back to Brunson. In the corner, it's Robinson. The 3. Hart, no good. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Thunder.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And here is Harper after the three-pointer from Karl-Anthony Towns. Wembanyama outside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A different look for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Robinson, and it's Bridges in for Clarkson. Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for San Antonio. The Knicks leading by 7. Bridges with it. 13 points in the game. Takes the three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Anunoby against Vassell. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the inside. Here's Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his third assist on the night. The offensive skill set for Karl-Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Towns, no luck. Spurs trail by 7. Barnes passes to McLaughlin. Back to Barnes. 6 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. A shot by Champagny, no good. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Anunoby outside. Pass to Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Vassell grabs the board.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Shoots over Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
You know, a bit undersized, but Vassell using it to his advantage to get around defenders.
The Spurs have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
First free throw is good.
You watch Vassell, he's a prototype wing for this era, has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Spurs. Harper comes in for Jordan McLaughlin. Vassell hits them both. 52 seconds left here in the second. Brunson against Harper. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. And it's Towns missing. Spurs trail by 5. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Now here's Harper. Barnes looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
And Brunson, here we go. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Knicks lead by 3. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Karl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Karl.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game, lots to talk about.
Yeah, we've been building up to this game. Some people say, it doesn't matter. It's just a regular season. But it can be a proving grounds.
Setting a strong foundation for the rest of the year. All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. This question comes from B Smooth 94 asking, which And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
You can feel the excitement. It's Las Vegas through and through. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
The Knicks leading by 3. Out on the perimeter, Brunson, Hart, and Bridges at the 1, 2, and 3. Up front, it's Anunoby at the 4 and Towns at the 5. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half. And that one's good. Brunson.
Folks, that is about Jalen Brunson's craftiness there. His footwork, the ability to be elusive.
Castle finds Fox. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land. Fox has got 10.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornett. That's his first foul. Now, Hart. Shot clock at 6. Bridges, no one around him. Sinks the triple. 16 points for him.
Boy, how about that quick 3 response by Mikal Bridges?
Down low. And Cornett gets it to go.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Towns. 11 points in the game. Towns, the screen. Launches it. Another 3 for New York.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Spurs trail by 6. Now, here's Fox. He's got 10. Pass to Cornett. Here's Castle. No good that time. Bridges with some nice defense. Here's Hart. Here he goes. And good that time. And now it's an 8-point Knicks lead.
I'll tell you, Josh Hart, if he sees a lane and an opportunity to drive, I promise he's going at it.
Basket good. Barnes has got his second basket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now, here's Bridges. 16 points for him. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Fires from deep. Towns, no luck.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Cornett. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
And let's check out some of the numbers here on Karl-Anthony Towns. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want-to corral it. And the Spurs making a change here. Wembanyama's checked in. Bangs home the trifecta. Anunoby's got 8.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Here's Castle. Bridges with some nice defense. The Knicks leading by 9. And Brunson has it in the corner. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside and painted area. Look out.
Vassell outside. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. Bridges outside. It's Hart on the wing. Inside. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Vassell wide open. Second chance effort. Oh, flexing Wembanyama!
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at New York. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot.
Well, I think for New York, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year. Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Spurs trail by 10. Fox kicks to Vassell. Barnes against Anunoby. Spurs working the ball around now. Fox finds Wembanyama. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Anunoby. Good D by Barnes.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Dash to Castle. Hard against Fox. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
You gotta love the determination from Fox. Refuses to let the contact throw him off.
The Knicks leading by 8. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Here's Castle. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Brunson the pass to Towns, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, easy call.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for New York?
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
Robinson's checked in for Josh Hart. And Towns drops them both. And after the intensity of these last few NBA Cup games, do you all think it'll be hard for these teams to settle back into the regular season?
They'll have to adjust their mindsets for sure. Back to thinking about the long haul, not the do-or-die scenario of the NBA Cup.
New York leading by 8. Brunson down the lane. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, this is the very definition of Jalen Brunson's game. His ability to get past defenders and create for himself or his teammates. That is nicely done.
And Bridges with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And here is Fox. 12 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. Pass to Anunoby. On the arc. And the 3-ball is good. Anunoby's got 11.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. 26 points for Victor Wembanyama. Outside, Towns. No good on the triple. Spurs trail by 11. Vassell with it. He has 6. Out to the right wing. Here's Wembanyama. Karl-Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Brunson. From deep. Robinson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Knicks lead by 13.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Here's Castle. He's got 11. Wembanyama, no good.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1 3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. Who scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl-Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
In the corner, it's Wembanyama. And he comes up with the deuce. Wembanyama has got 28 points for the game.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one. After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. A different look for New York. Gershon Yabusele comes in for Karl-Anthony Towns, and it's Clarkson in for OG Anunoby. The Spurs making a switch here. Waters passes to Wembanyama. San Antonio again missing. The Knicks leading by 16. Here's Clarkson. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game. So it's the Spurs now. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Shot by Champagnie, no good. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Now here is Robinson. Here's Bridges, and there's another one for the Knicks.
Well, the length and skill set is a tremendous combination for Mikal Bridges, starting to cook a little bit.
Spurs trail by 20. Outside Harper. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Waters. Hasn't made one yet. No good again that time. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Here's Brunson, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Johnson outside. Misses the 3. The Knicks leading by 22. Brunson outside. From past the arc. Here's Robinson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And this, to me, is where Mitchell Robinson is comfortable operating. Because of the length and size, he can put pressure on defenders.
And he makes the first.
Boy, Mitchell Robinson, to me, a big that any team could make excellent use of because his combination of length, his impressive motor, the hustle he shows. To me, this guy just needs to stay healthy, and he can be a force.
Olynyk, he's checked in for the Spurs. Second free throw, no good. San Antonio's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Here's Harper. San Antonio again missing. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Five to shoot. For 3. Good on the triple. Bridges has got 8 points in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Mikal Bridges has been the guy making things happen for the Knicks. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. We come back right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And it's the 4th quarter of the NBA Cup Final. So close to crowning our champion. On the court for San Antonio. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. Harper is out there with Stephon Castle. And it's Champagnie in at the 3. Castle against Clarkson. And there's the drive. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
That's good from Castle. Here's Kolek. Pass to Robinson. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Castle. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Castle's got 5 points now this quarter.
Castle's so good up and down the lane.
To the middle. Towns with the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Olynyk, he's checked in for Johnson. Olynyk finds Castle. Wembanyama outside. Now here's Harper. Tight defense on him. Rebounded by Hart. New York leading by 23. Tipped away. Wembanyama with it. Robinson picks him up in transition. Here come the Spurs. And that one's good. Champagny.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
And it's Robinson with the jam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Castle against Clarkson. Lets it go from 11. Misses off the right iron. Knicks have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Pass to Kolek. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for the Spurs. He hits both from the stripe. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Kolek, guarded by Fox. And the Knicks good for 2.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Pass to Castle. Over Towns. And no good. Trying to use the glass. New York leading by 23. Here's Clarkson. Rebound by Olynyk.
Well, stay attached. Affect the quality of the shot. That is excellent interior defense.
Releases from 15. The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Pass to Kolek. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
The Knicks making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. Johnson's checked in for the Spurs. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. New York moving it around. Here's Clarkson, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
So it's the Knicks now, and that one's good. Kolek. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training status?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches, down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
DB, it's hard to believe that OG Anunoby is still in his 20s. He clearly has room to grow.
The league better look out, because OG Anunoby is starting to understand he can be a force on the offensive end. We already know he's a menace defensively.
That free throw missing. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. For San Antonio, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. And it's Vassell in the corner. The three-pointer, no good. The Knicks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Hart, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Vassell. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
Hart outside. And here's Brunson. And the Knicks miss again.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Here's Wembanyama. And he banks in the layup. Wembanyama's got 32 points in the game.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Brunson, and the layup's good off the glass.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing, he was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
Pass to Castle. Here's Wembanyama. Back to Castle. GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. It's Fox with the drive.
Such a fantastic, competitive defender. Josh Hart sent it back.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Boy, you love the efficiency with which he's going at things tonight. This is what we've come to expect from him.
Pass to Castle. Out to the wing. Inside. Wembanyama gets the bucket. Wembanyama's got 14 points now in the second half.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
And Brunson, here we go. Hart, that's good.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Now Castle. Wembanyama with it. Just 5 on the clock. It's blocked. Hart with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. That one good for 2. Hart's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he comes out of the locker room, and all of a sudden, he's a different guy.
Pass to Champagnie. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. For 3, Vassell. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Brunson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Vassell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And, Kevin, I really like this year's draft class.
Take a break.
Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
The first one falls.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
San Antonio making a switch here. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. New York's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Clarkson. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
Here's Barnes, and it's blocked. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Throws down off the coast-to-coast drive.
Well, Clarkson with young legs, bringing the energy. How about that finish?
Fox feeling it out a bit. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Thursday, they'll head back home to host the Washington Wizards. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Atlanta Hawks.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Pass to Kolek. Wide open look. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Kept alive. Barnes kicks to Cornette. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Knicks shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Outside, Robinson. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Pass to Dadier. No good from outside.
Boy, the defense baits him into taking that shot. Sometimes I say there's a reason you're open.
New York's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Robinson. He's covered by Cornette. Fires from the wing. And the shot no good, a bit short. And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And how about the burst there with the change of pace? Fox is elite at attacking the rim.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And again, it's the Knicks missing. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
Yeah, this is not a guy who draws a ton of fouls, but Barnes baits the defender that time.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Barnes hits them both. 1:20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Down low, here's Robinson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
And that one falls for Robinson. He doesn't get the second one. So it's the Spurs now. Fox with it. And it's Clarkson picking him up.
And look at how Fox is able to force the issue there, keeping the pressure on, and just seems to keep the defense on its heels.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
Fox hits them both. Hey, Doris, for a GM trying to build a championship-level roster, what's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
Here's Fox. Here's Castle. Back to Cornette. Some solid defense from Robinson. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. New York moving the ball around. Pass to Yabusele. And Barnes sends it back. And they've done it. We have crowned our first champions of the season, the winners of the NBA Cup.
Well, they earned that trophy, and man, the Cup certainly added another layer of excitement to the NBA calendar.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And we'll see you next time.